Alright, so we're switching gears. We just got to Carlin Trailhead. We're now hiking instead of biking. So we just did about an hour and a half, I'm guessing around 8 miles of biking. The road itself wasn't that steep at all, but it's like 90, so we're going really slow and it took us an hour and a half. And now we're hiking. We're gonna see what the Carlin Falls looks like. Alright, so about halfway through the hike here, I just wanted to talk about some of the benefits or some of the big reasons why we like hiking. I think a lot of the times everybody here in the States, they joke that hiking's one of everybody's favorites because it's one of those things you can tell people and not have to verify that you actually do it. But for the people who actually do like it, I think me included and Jacky as well, one of the biggest reasons is it's a good workout. It's you get to be out in nature, something you don't really get to do, especially in Hong Kong. You're gonna be in the city most of the time. You just want to get out and get some fresh air. It's a lot of de-stressing properties to it. What else? It's a good variation workout. If you guys saw Desmond's video about how he likes to change things up, hiking is constantly changing. The road and where you step is going to be different every time, so it keeps your body guessing. And so in that way, it's a good workout, even if you're not running or anything like that. It keeps you on your toes. What else? Any other things you can think of?
Way to be social when you can be social.
Be social. It's a social or solo activity. It's very flexible. You can do it pretty much any time you want to, as long as you're not, as long as you're reasonable about it and not get yourself into trouble by, having someone have to come rescue you, or getting dehydrated or anything while you're out there. So right here we're you can't really see it, but we're hiking along the side of a creek, a little river, nice and clear water. I'm sure you can find something like this over there. It's maybe a little different. It's not quite as lush green as you would hope, but you really can't compare to Yosemite. It's early. We woke up at 5, just at the crack of dawn. I want to go over what we're bringing on our trip today. We've got two of these. Water, cold water. Cap. We've got the rest of my pants. So some really cool cargo pants. I'm gonna be wearing this. She's gonna be wearing one of these camelbacks full of water. Can't forget your hat. And then got extra electrolytes. About 6 of these. Another electrolyte here for the tires, in case our tires pop. Some utensils. The hand pump. Again, in case our transportation goes awry. And my hiking boots. And that's about half of it. Alright, I'm back. We're about 30 minutes in, and we're all warmed up. I'm gonna give you a view here. Not too much so far, but it's just cold air, clean air, fresh air. And what we're gonna be doing today is we're gonna be biking about 15 miles to the start of the Yosemite Park, National Park, the Big Oak entrance. As some of you might know, right now due to COVID-19, there's been heavy limitations, restrictions on the number of people who can enter. And so one of the reasons why we decided to do this is because the limitations only pertain to cars driving in. And so, you know, it's kind of like, hey, if we can find a place to stay outside and ride our bikes in without the permit, then we'll do it. And you know, not many people can do 15 miles and then enjoy Yosemite afterwards, but we're trying to. Okay, so it took us a little bit of time to find the actual trail, and it turns out the trail that we're taking now is the back end of one very popular one, but people don't usually start from this side, one, and two, they usually don't finish it from the other end. So we had to ask a couple of friendly locals. We actually rode down some streets where you know, basically signage says don't enter, and what we found out is just like this is where the locals of Yosemite, the workers, the employees, they have homes here, and it's so we rode down this road where they live and past a couple houses, and now we're on the back end of this trail. And you know, we were warned a couple times that there would be down trees. We've seen one so far along the trail, but so far it's paved. It's not well maintained, but as you can see. All right, so we're about an hour and a half. Just got some food on my face. Hour and a half way in. We've encountered some obstacles, some little creeks that we have to ford, and a lot of down trees. Some much bigger than this, some about this size. But I'd say all in all, we've crossed about 30 trees so far. Down trees right on the trail. It's clearly one that has not been maintained. And just had a little snack break. Wanted to talk to you about some of the nutrition that we're bringing with us. We had this trail mix that Jacky's eating right here. It's got raisins, got some almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, and I think craisins, chocolate, a little dark chocolate for a little bit of sweetness. And it's good because all this stuff is a nice balance of just a lot of high energy foods. You might have seen Desmond's video where he talks about how he doesn't really need to drink that much water when he works out. I think it's the video where he's running and talking about his your biggest enemy. But I am the opposite. I also sweat a lot, like he does. It runs in the family, but I don't replenish unless I drink electrolytes. So if I drink water, even, it's not enough. So what I brought was obviously just a lot of water. On just this the hiking portion alone, I have about 3 liters of water. Now you're probably wondering, he's probably carrying a lot more than I need every bit. And the weight does make you sweat a little bit more, but you can't go without water. Especially me. After 45 minutes without hydration, I start to get headaches and what people describe as a heat stroke. So so not only do I drink 3 liters of water, each of those bottles that I drink, right here you can see, that's one I drink. I have about 3 of those and some coconut water. I pour some pre-made powder that I buy from the store. It's called Scratch Labs, and it's a good combination of natural stuff, but essentially it's sugar and salt. It just makes it so that you put back into your body what you lost through sweat. And on long days like these, it's really helpful. And sometimes I'll even drink it on a hot day, even if I'm not working out. And then also coconut water is a good natural electrolyte drink. It has potassium in it, a little bit of sodium, also some sugar, all natural. So that's why I brought it. I brought it in a hydro flask so it stays cold, which will be a nice treat when we get to the top of this thing.
If you feel like you just got fitter by watching that video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification buttons to keep up with all our updates. And why the hell am I dressed up like this? It's because I don't have enough subscribers and have to actually go to work.